Happy Sunday and Beltane blessings to all out there. How are my soul travelers? We are going to get into a reading today here with Priestess Melissae on the Priestess Prophecies. This is our weekly reading where we tap into the goddess Auset Egyptian oracle cards. And so with these cards, we are able with each card to not only get an energy of what it's looking like for the week ahead, but it will also give us a forecast, if you will, which is why I call this my forecast. All right. So then we'll be able to look at every area of our lives. It covers about 6 or 7 different areas: the future, love and career, all those good things, everything everybody wants to know about. Then we'll get into the psychic tarot and see what is going on for our past, present, and future energy. Do a Lenormand spread. So we'll find with the vice versa tarot. See what the guidance is from our guardian angels. And then we will tap into the Lover's Oracle cards to see what is the message around love today. Thank you so much, guys, for all of your support. Continue to please to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And do check out your elemental readings. I did put up a channeling last week, an oracle channeling. Do let me know your thoughts on that. If you like that, if you'd like to see more of that, I can start to put up more of those videos without the black screen. Of course, I'll make it a little more entertaining, but I'm just playing around with it. And if you guys have any resources that you could suggest for doing those things, I greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get myself together, get my website together. I have going to be getting that hopefully up within the next few weeks. Getting some help on that because I don't know, I'm having a little trouble with that, doing it myself along with everything else that I'm trying to do. I am just too ambitious sometimes for my own good. All right, guys, well, blessings to you again, and let us thank our ancestors, way showers, and guides. The bull helps us to break up those dense energies and any negative energies that may be around us. Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths and relax. Spirit saying we definitely need to always take that time to, for us to just breathe, to get away from everything and not think about anything. Always we need that time within our day, every day. Start out your day when you wake up, focused on, first of all, just getting into that slow rhythmic breathing. If you're the type of person that likes to wake up and just get going and go right to work, you're really not giving yourself an opportunity to really connect with yourself. Kind of like how you live with a child. You spend time with a child in the morning and you say, oh, how are you doing, and all this stuff. Well, we need to do that with ourselves too, just sit with ourselves and make sure that we're in good energies before we step out on our day, right? All right. So Auset, what do we need to know for the collective coming up this week? What is the energy we need to be aware of? I'm definitely feeling an energy, like I said, of us needing to just slow down more and relax. Self-care, yeah, here comes that initiation right now. So, first of all, how are the new moon in Taurus energies treating you guys out there, especially with that solar eclipse? Looks like some of us may need to go through some initiation right now. This means we need to get some time alone, away from everybody, everything, not be affected by anybody's energy, and really look at something ourselves really much closer. This is going to allow something to come to light within us. The sarcophagus talks about, that period, kind of like, being in the desert, if you will, because it's by yourself in this tomb, if you will, for 3 days. And it gives you that opportunity to really tap into a lot yourself, who you really are, what makes you tick. Initiation, the card number is 31. So this comes to a 4. This is definitely going to help you to bring balance to yourself. Whatever it is, though, I'm really hearing that you need to pull yourself back. It's definitely been very crazy. I can feel that your mind is just racing like crazy. So this is a time where Spirit is saying, hey, you're only going to really be able to see things clearly when you pull back and don't go so, 100 miles a minute, so to speak, as they say. The sarcophagus in the king's chamber of the Great Pyramid at Giza was only ever used for spiritual initiations and never as a tomb, even though I just called it that. My apologies. So sarcophagus, not a tomb. Sarcophagus is specifically for initiation, all right? So after about 12 years, oh, that makes sense. Sarcophagus would be for like a living tomb, whereas a tomb would be for the, already physically dead. This is for the not, the living, living dead. All right, interesting. So it says after about 12 years, interesting, 12 years of training and following initiations in the Queen's Chamber. So you had to go to the Queen's Chamber first before you could go here, all right? The High Priest of Priestesses would spend 3 days laying in here as a final initiation as they traveled down in their soul, all right, to the halls of Amenti, below the Great Pyramid. So this is going deep within yourself, going below the Giza Plateau and the Great Pyramid. That's talking about connecting to those tunnels underneath the pyramids, right? These are those secret tunnels, those secret passages within yourself that maybe even you haven't been down or haven't even been brave enough to go down before, but now it's time to, if you really want to move forward in the most powerful ways, is what this is saying. Those that passed would have amazing powers of healing and prophecy, so it was well worth it, all right? Channeled message from Auset says, this is a place of alchemy, and know that you lay here, that as you lay here, that white light beings enter your body and transform what is heavy and dense into pure light. That's because you're getting away from everything that is heavy and dense, right? And that now has become a part of you because you've been so immersed in it, everyday life and all the negative energies of people around you talking about problems and, how they're just mad about this and that, whatever. It wears on your spirit, right? And we need this time to get away and really allow our, again, the white light beings. So when we're by ourselves and we're in that meditation state, we do start to feel, again, that tingling within our bodies, the asleep of the nerve state, the theta state, brainwave state. This allows us to really receive that healing that we need to today. And then once we get in that state, we imagine those white light beings entering, transforming all of our judgments, all of our, hurts, all of our unforgiveness and judgments, criticisms. It allows us to soften and just let those things go and focus on ourselves. Transformation and change occurs as you experience first bliss, because bliss is like you're away from all that stuff that's dense and heavy, so it does feel good at first, right? Then later, a time of separation and reformation of the physical body occurs, right? So it's like your body starts to actually go through a physical change when you remove yourself from that physical, environment, or, a physical substance perhaps from your body. In any case, you are making a sacrifice, right? And then some 21 days later, it says, so 12 years you had to go through initiation. This is talking about a stage of 3 days first, right? Of that initial phase of change or initiation into a different way. And then 21 more days to finalize that initiation phase. Interesting. All right, so it says, but you will always be different now on all levels. You too are going through a testing time, but know that the challenges are worthwhile and the rewards for your patience will be great. So if you are consciously going through this, like trying to make changes in your life, the way that you're thinking, whatever, you are going to come up with, bump up against challenges. If that's happening and you know that you're on a higher path, then know that that's confirmation that everything's going well, and just stay the course, all right? So here are the meanings for this card for this week. For abundance, it says, you may need to make some worthwhile financial sacrifices as you make positive changes in your life. For love, a time of solitude may be needed as you are transforming yourself. You are a more spiritually aware partner is coming after this time, or your present partner will become more understanding of your path. For work and career, it says study is indicated here, especially for self-improvement and personal growth. What you sacrifice now will pay rewards later. It's all about the sacrifice, right? Travel, good to travel for sacred journeys, meditation retreats, and healing courses. Business travel is quite testing for you, but worthwhile. For health, dramatic improvements through meditation and self-healing. Deeper spiritual awareness will finally help you to let go of past heavy baggage, all right? So this is that self-awareness, again, that only comes within taking a step back and really taking a look at ourselves. 1111, that's that 4 energy of this 31 card, all right? That's going to bring that balance, divine balance, and you're choosing it, so it's going to be even more powerful because of that. You're using your will, free will. For family, it says a time of separation or simple time out from your family would be beneficial for both you and them, right? As you're going through these changes, it's a little tough sometimes. For the future, miracles, magic, and enhanced psychic and spiritual awareness is coming your way. All right, so look out for that. Great card. You know, anytime we challenge ourselves and grow, you know, or challenge ourselves to grow, if we stay the course and we know that, you know, when we get to that outcome, that everything's going to be so much more awesome, which is what this card is stating, you know, yes, it's going to be tough to deny yourself, you know, some of the foods that you want right now that you can actually have later. You just make sure that you do it in moderation, you know. You don't have to go overboard with things. And sometimes what that means, you know, when we have these challenges like that, when they're addictions or whatever, is we may need some counseling around other things. Temptation, absolutely. So addictions, you know, those kinds of things, maybe there's something you're trying to keep yourself away from right now. And it's very important because with this 15 energy coming to a 6, it's definitely going to help you bring balance. I do see you working really hard, you know, to keep going in the right direction with things. Heart chakra, in the past energy, yeah, you've been very focused on healing your heart is what I feel. It's in the upright, so that's good to see. So I feel like, you know, whatever energy maybe was around you in the past that was deceptive, that had this mask on, you know, that always just seemed like they were on you because you wanted to do your thing, because there was something that you wanted to work on, maybe your own personal growth, and they had a problem with that because, yeah, they didn't want you to stand your ground. They didn't want you to be your sovereign self, your beautiful divine self, right? But it's important for each of us to be able to stand in that energy. And wouldn't this person want to, you know, stand up for themselves? You're focused on that balance is what I see here with the 11 card, and balance in the upright. This is right now what's going on. I feel like this is very important to you, and it should be, you know, because if it's not, it's going to turn everything upside down. And I have a feeling that that's what the energy of this potential person around you, or has been around you, wanted to do. Yeah, wanted to block you from your intuition, perhaps, you know, because when you're blocked from your intuition, then you don't really feel as empowered. You know what I mean? You don't really feel like you can trust people, if you will, because, you know, it's like you're constantly not being able to trust yourself because you're not seeing things perhaps growing. Yeah, absolutely. And then you need to heal your sacral chakra, because if this is a romantic relationship especially, this is going to affect all of those kinds of things. Oof, the harsh truth perhaps, or not wanting to see the truth. It's very important that we make sure that we do that inner work that we need to, all right? And that we are able to speak our truth and not feel like we're blocked from being able to be who we truly are. Because I'll be honest, that's the energy that I'm really getting from this whole reading. If you're resonating with that, I would encourage you to hit the like button and definitely subscribe. You should never feel this way, you know, in a relationship. You should always feel empowered. You should always feel good. Think about, you know, like a balanced child, a happy child, one that, you know, is considerate and kind, but, you know, is not a pushover either. And we should never be a pushover. We should feel good about ourselves and the choices that we make. Yes. You're definitely focused on making sure that you're the king of your own heart, that your energy is balanced, and that somebody else is not going to be able to overpower you. Because when this happens, this chokes all of your growth potential, Empress, whoever this is today, right? All of that work that you put in, it's like it all goes to waste whenever we allow these people to, you know, take over our energy, and then we start to feel heavy and like literally like somebody is you know, like got their, I almost see this energy of somebody, a big person with their arms around you, you know, kind of thing, and like holding you and they won't let you go kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like those people that, oh, I'm never gonna let you go kind of energy. Yeah, you definitely did not want to deal with this. This is King of Swords. This is definitely somebody that wasn't being honest, you know, especially probably about the fact that they were envious of you, you know, and that they had this mask on. Definitely blocking communication, not being open with you. You know what I mean? Lots of burdens. Absolutely. Lots of burdens. Woo, that flew out pretty quick. Wow. So this was the, yep, that was the King of Swords in reverse. Wow. And now we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. This person definitely was not being honest with you about the power that you held and the ability for you to be able to stand up for yourself and for what you felt was right and true for you, right? Probably made you feel bad because, you know, you didn't want to deal with somebody who was constantly causing conflict. You'd rather just, you know, you could do bad enough by yourself, but actually it looks like you could, sorry, you could do a lot better by yourself is what the Six of Wands card is saying. All right, let's see what the balance energy is saying here today. Yeah, you're doing fine, I feel, but somebody is trying to mess with you coming into the future, though. Maybe you pulled away from this energy just recently. Interesting, that just flew out. Falling on the floor, yeah. So what happened is you decided not to move forward with what seemed like something very happy, but really it wasn't. This 11 energy here again is coming out. 11, here's the 11 with your balance. You turned your back on something. Again, 11, 2, right? So we've got all of these ones here. And this is all about taking your power back. This is all about regaining your balance, finding your ability to speak your truth. You know what I mean? Because again, here we are dealing with this Ace of Swords now in reverse. Definitely you cut out something, wow, that was bringing you nothing but disappointments, perhaps even just a lot of crying and stuff like that. With all this water coming down, swords in your heart, the flower is crushed. This looks like devastation to me. What is this fertility in reverse? What's the fertility in reverse? Yeah. But Spirit is saying, don't lose heart. It may seem like you lost everything, but actually Spirit is here because of you recognizing your value and self-worth is going to help you become that alchemist. See, the key is here, we have to recognize when we get ourselves into these situations, right? Recognize the truth of it and allow Spirit to cut through those weeds in our mind that had us, you know, trapped in thinking that this was right, because this was not right. If you're not able to wear your crown, if you're not able to feel your best and feel balanced, then that needs to be reevaluated. We've always got to test the spirits, right? Universe in reverse. Absolutely. Knight of Cups in reverse. You have to put this energy behind you because it literally was causing you to lose your connection with spirit. This person constantly having you, because this is Knight of Cups, sorry, but in reverse, you know, it's like this person was constantly turning their back on you, right? Which is constantly having you focused on them and wondering what was going on. You're, meanwhile, this is putting that false god, or, you know, a god above spirit, above, you know, your connection. And that was doing nothing for you. Now this person seems like they're trying to come back and give you an offer. But you remember what that felt like, to be, you know, not treated like you're valued or worth, you know, that somebody sees your value or your worth, right? You don't need that kind of energy. You don't need small offers. Partnerships and alliances in reverse, yeah. You're turning your back on that. No love for these people who act like they're there to, you know, support you and be there for you, love you. And they're there for you, but in the background, right? After you've turned your back. That's the kind of energy I see here. Lovers in reverse here. Definitely, you know, a lot of dark energy in these cards outside of what Spirit is trying to help you with. Knight of Swords here. This is fast incoming truth. That this is not the person for you is what I'm feeling with the energy of this reading today. If you are resonating with this, hit the like button for sure. Sacral chakra. Oh my God. Yeah. Ten of Swords in reverse. Definitely this is saying don't let them back in, especially you know where. Turn your back. All right. Because there's no value in you giving yourself to something that you know has no value, perhaps. All right, truth in reverse. What is this for the future? What? We have the Magician and we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah. Turning your back on what seemed like truth and really seeing your world for what it should be, right? This is the Queen of Cups. This is the Magician. You're now ready to create everything that your heart desires, is what this is saying. Absolutely. So, you know, it may not set well with some people, but hey, you deserve to wear that crown, especially after all the hard work you did. Get the hell out of there before anything worse happens, is what I'm hearing today. All right. So get away, do that healing. Go within, get away from everybody. Don't even talk to other people about this situation. You know, say as little as possible. I'm not saying say nothing, because you can't technically not say anything whatsoever, but say as little as possible. And then if you can, like, take a staycation, a little time away. Go away for a day or two, 3 days if you can, is what this card suggests, because this will really give you an opportunity to look into yourself on this situation and see what happened. This energy is pink. I would say this is really heart energy, to be honest with you. You get 2 cards out today from the guardian angels saying first invitation and then a prayer. So invitation, this is something that you can say if you'd like. We, your guardian angels, ask, oh, I'm sorry, the guardian angels are saying this to you. This prayer you can say, just a moment. So we, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. Share with us your fears and concerns, as well as your joys and pleasures. There is no need to be formal, for we have known you since before the dawn of time. Remember, we talked about the guardian angels and the fairy guardians, right? Same difference here. All right, and these guys, again, have known you since before the dawn of time. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself, and we love you just as you are. You are beautiful, and you deserve to heal and have everything that you desire, what is truly in your heart, right? Again, what is truth? Making the decision. This is going to be most important for you, because it's your life too. You deserve to be happy. And I'm turning that up, right? Because we deserve that energy here. Prayer. This is a prayer that you can say. Dear God, help me to always remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. So if it doesn't feel like love, if it doesn't feel like those qualities of love, those are the tools that we've been given to be able to suss that out, and if we're also, enacting those characteristics within our own daily lives and our interactions within ourselves as well as with others, we're going to know that as soon as it comes. That's what it talks about, being in the spirit, meaning that you're practicing it all the time, loving yourself as well as being compassionate and loving towards others, right? And learning how to do that in ways that it's like a peaceful protest. You stand in your values. You don't allow other people to overstep, boundaries that are destructive, or that, again, you do what you do, but you don't hurt or harm others. So if we're overstepping those boundaries, that's where we got to stop and take a look at things deeper. You know what I mean? And especially within ourselves, why we're allowing that to happen. Playfulness came out today, saying, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. So even if you're not together with this person, it doesn't really look like there's a lot of laughter going on here. Again, taking a step back, 3 days. Maybe you need to insist, hey, we're going to take a 3-day hiatus. 26-26, 8-8, we're going to get this figured out. I'm going to tap into spirit. I'm going to figure out, at least for me, what those answers are. And really be willing to be honest with yourself about that, all right? So blessings to you on your week ahead. Do hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you soon for another reading. Bye for now.